Turn me up some. Whoa, whoa. Turn me up some.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, welcome to another edition of the Rant Show. I'm as always your host for this Rant Show, none other than N7X Karu. And today we are going to be discussing something and posing a question to you guys. What is it to you guys, anyway, out there, anyone within the sound of my voice? What is it to you guys that ruins a movie for you? What is it to you guys that makes or breaks a movie for you? But the real question is it actually possible that when instead of something you want to see in a movie turns into something you need to see in a movie, and that is what actually ruins a movie for you? Because I think that's actually what happens with a lot of movies nowadays. Most recently, with a lot of people with, the new Star Wars trilogy. There's so many haters thanks to the internet popping out of the woodwork. I honestly think with Star Wars and with a lot of other movies, a lot of times people's wants or what they want, or would like to see in a movie, turns into what they need in a movie, because they want it so much, they want it so badly, that it turns from a want or would like to see into a need. And when they go to the movie and they probably don't see that what they want, or at this point what they need in the movie, when they don't see it, it ruins the movie for them. Wanting turns into needing. Seeing Luke Skywalker be more of a badass. Would like to see turn into needing, more of a Reylo thing happening in the Star Wars series, ruins the movie for you. Because it turns from a want or would like to see into a need. Instead of just going to a movie, hoping to see a good movie, and that's it. And just leaving what you would like to see into what you would like to see. And if it happens, it happens, good. If it doesn't, then good, because it's there. It's something you would like to see or would love to see, but it's not a need. And I think that's a problem. Hopefully this makes sense, by the way. But I think that's a problem with a lot of people when they go to the movies now. And not just Star Wars. I'm just using that as one of the latest examples of why I think a lot of people are getting pissed off with the trilogy. It's because something they would like to... Because they focus so fucking hard on something that they would like to see, that it turns from a want or would like to a need. So that way when they go to the movie theater, when something they now need to see doesn't happen, it ruins the movie for them. If a lot more people, in my humble opinion, went to a movie just expecting a good movie and nothing else, literally that's it, and keep everything else into something they would like to see and not something that they need to see, if they went into a movie with that mindset, a lot more people would be coming out of these movies enjoying them a lot more. I'm not saying that it would be like their best movie of all time, or it's something that they'd fall in love with, but they'd at least enjoy the fucking movie. But I think it's because a lot of people nowadays, they focus so hard on something that they would like to see in the movie. They focus so hard on that one thing that they ignore the rest of the movie. They literally ignore the rest of the movie, waiting to see that one thing in the movie that they now want to see, and when they don't see it, it ruins the movie for them. So they ignore the rest of the movie, all the amazing other stuff that happened in the movie, and when they don't see what they want to see in the movie, it ruins the movie for them. And like I said, that's what I think a lot of people nowadays ruins movies for people. And like I said, most recent example is the new Star Wars trilogy. You know, so many people wanting to see Luke be a badass in the new trilogy, that turned into a need. And when they didn't see it, well, in all honesty, even in the new trilogy, I still thought he was still pretty much a badass, but not in others. Because they would like to see him do more stuff, with the Force and whatnot. But they wanted him to be so much of a badass in the new Star Wars trilogy, and when they didn't see that need that they have, that they didn't see happen, it turned into them disliking the trilogy. Same thing with Raylors that wanted to see Ben and Rey form a relationship by the end of the trilogy, fall in love. And it didn't happen. Spoiler alert. That want turned into a need, something that they wanted to see, now needed to see in the trilogy, and when it didn't happen, it ruined the movie for them. They completely ignored everything else badass about the movie that was good about the movie because they wanted to see a certain thing, and when that certain thing didn't happen, it ruined the movie for them. And like I said, I'm just using this new Star Wars trilogy as the most recent example because I do, as much as certain people I know will probably deny it, saying, no, we paid attention to most of the movie. Most of the trilogy was trash. It's not just because I wanted this one thing to happen, but in reality, it is. Whether they like to admit it or not everyone, but in reality, a lot of people, that's the reason why. Because they focus so hard on something that they want to see in a movie, it turns into a need, and they focus on that one need throughout the entire movie, ignoring a lot of the other stuff that happens in the movie, and then when they don't see that need, it ruins the movie for them. And like I said, I'm just using this new Star Wars trilogy as the most recent example. But there are plenty of other examples of other movies out there that people turned their nose to and said no to because something that they didn't want, something that they wanted to happen didn't happen. Like, listen, it's fine. It's perfectly fine to hope something happens in a movie. But don't focus too hard on something you want to see in a movie because that want turns into a need when you do. And when that turns into a need, that's the only thing you look for in the movie, ignoring everything else. And when that need doesn't happen, it ruins a movie that's good regardless. It ruins the movie for you. If a lot more people could just go into a movie with the mindset that, hey, all I want to see is a good movie. And then if this other stuff on the side happens, great. But if it doesn't, it's not going to ruin the movie for me. It's a lot more people could go into a fucking movie with that mindset. You wouldn't have these people bitching on fucking Twitter using the hashtag Star Wars is over party or whatever fucking hashtag you want to use for whatever other fucking movie. Because they're butthurt because, Raylo didn't happen. Luke wasn't more of a badass. Type of BS. By the way, sorry if my hair looks a little raggedy and I have a little bit of bags under my eyes. I literally just woke up to record this. So I apologize for those watching the video version of this podcast. By the way, the audio version of this podcast is up on Spotify and Anchor. Links for that down below. Please check them out. And the rest of the podcasts that are up on there. But, I firmly believe, and not like I said, repeating myself, I know, not just for Star Wars, but for a lot of other movies out there, especially that have come out recently. I think that's what ruins these movies for a lot of people, because something they want to see or would like to see turns into a want, or not a want, but a need, when they focus too hard on that one thing they want to see, and when it doesn't happen, they get pissed. And they focus so hard on that, what was a want into a need. They focus on that so hard in the movie that they ignore all the rest of the stuff that happens in the movie that makes the movie good. And when that need doesn't happen, it ruins the movie for them. And I firmly believe, for a lot of people, not all, but for a lot of people, that's what ruins a movie for them nowadays. That's why you get a lot of these people hating the new, recent example, the new Star Wars trilogy and other movies out there. Because once again, Reylo didn't happen. Luke wasn't more of a badass. Leia should have used the Force more. So on and so on. That's what ruins the movie for them. Because something that they want to see or like to see turns into a need. Something they need to see. Because they focus too hard on it. And when they focus too hard on it, they focus too hard on it when they go see the movie. Ignoring everything else that happens in the movie that makes a movie good. And when they don't see what they now need to see, the movie sucks for them. Because they focus too hard on that one thing. And like I said already, if a lot more people just went into a movie with the mindset, just wanting to see a good movie, nothing more, nothing less. And then, still have, the stuff you would like to see on the side, if it happens, it happens, if it doesn't, it doesn't. And just went into a movie theater expecting a good movie, a lot more people would enjoy a lot of the more movies coming out nowadays. But they don't. They go into the mindset of something that they would like to see, turning into something that they need to see, and when that doesn't happen, it ruins the movie for them, and to them, the movie's trash now. And it's sad, because there's a lot of good movies out there nowadays that are getting bad audience reviews, because something that they now needed to see didn't happen, so the movie's trash to them. Fuck everything else that happened, everything else that made the movie great. The thing you needed to see wasn't in there, so the movie's trash to you. So, in your opinion, the movie gets a bad rating. And it's sad that people do this to some of the greatest movies that have come out in recent years. So do me a favor. If you're one of these people, and you're not, completely denying the fact that this is what you do, the next time you go into a movie theater, go into the mindset just wanting to see a good movie. Nothing more, nothing less. It's alright to go into a movie hoping something happens, or, something you would like to see happen. But keep that there. And, when you come out of the movie, if it doesn't happen, kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But still, go into the movie, just wanting to see a good movie, and I bet you 10 to 1, you'll enjoy the movie a hell of a lot better. Believe it or not, guys, that's all I wanted to rant about. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this. Like I said, the audio versions of this podcast are now up on Spotify and Anchor. Links for that are down below. If you like what you see here on the channel, please remember to hit that subscribe button. While you're at it, make sure you hit that follow button, so that way YouTube can hopefully let you know when I post new videos here on the channel. I do plenty of other videos here on the channel, mostly gaming, but I like to mix it up every once in a while, so please enjoy the other videos here on the channel. Please check them out, leave a like, leave a comment, because a little interaction back and forth with you guys really does help out the channel, and I'd like to see what you think in the comments below as well. Guys, I'll see you next time. As always, peace, love, and chicken grease. 040. I'll see you on my Spock Watchers later. As always, welcome to my domain. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of the Rant Show, and I'll see you guys next time. Once again, audio links for this podcast are down below. Please check them out and show your support over there as well. I'll see you guys next time, as always, and forever.